Okay, here we go. Flashbacks. This area. Another flashback across the street when I first came to Fredericton 12 years ago, protesting against Ritalin. Ritalin's a drug they give kids. I said there's going to be a major problem with prescription drug in the future. Nobody listened to me. Look, and this is 2020. Okay, so here, something happened here last summer. I was right here, and there was somebody that was here. It was around here. Just an unknown, like the Unknown Comet. Remember that, the Count show? And just, you know, looking around and just, hey, I'm here. Look, yeah, people want to talk to me. Who am I talking about? Okay, I'm on here. It's not going to kill you. There we go. Oh yeah, snowbank. And voila. There we go. It's a little bit warmer.
It was.
And you are?
I'm Jenica Atwin.
Atwin. You are the MP of Fredericton. Okay. That didn't suck. Can you hold this for 1 second?
Oh, sure.
You see, we're not CBC. We don't have a tripod.
Nope. Selfies.
Selfies. We just put it right here. There. How's that? Okay. So you were here. Come a little bit closer. There. Nobody knew you.
Nope. Some did.
I didn't know you.
Okay.
I remember you were talking to somebody, and I came back out, and the same person was talking to you for 25 minutes. I said, I gotta come to the rescue, which I did. And I learned a lot. Ron Tremblay, stepdad. I didn't know that. And Joan, and I was shocked. They saw me afterwards. They could tell I was shocked. I'm doing too much talking here. Okay. So, you came around and you are the new MP.
Yes.
And your life has changed.
It has. Yep.
Everybody wants to shake your hand, kiss your hand, kiss your feet. I mean, we're not going to go overboard, but you're an MP, the MLA, everybody wants. Like David Cool, when he first got elected. The next morning, for the hangover, it was the first time David won. Anyway, work hard. And all the bureaucrats, Mr. Cool. I said, who's that? I don't know. Everybody wanted a piece of David.
Yep.
You're getting the same thing? Meeting a lot of people?
Oh yes. Yep. Lots of amazing people. It's been an incredible journey. We're only at 5 months, I think, now, but it seems
5
like
months.
much longer.
And this is the first time we met. And you're different. I remember the first when I saw your tweet. I'd like to thank blogger Charles LeBlanc for his endorsement. I went, no, you don't do that. I just wrote a little video. I said their campaign is done.
I appreciate it. That's wonderful.
Yes. But then the media, and then it started with Terry Sagan.
Yep.
A lot of people were upset over what you're going to tell your kids.
Oh, yes.
And I saw one of them last week. What a cutie.
Oh, thanks.
How old is he?
7.
Polite.
Yes.
And I told him, don't shake hands. Do you shake hands?
I do, but it probably will change now. There's a bit more of a concern. I'm sick right now, so.
That's why I'm doing all the talking here. Okay, so you went to Ottawa and things have changed. How is it?
I mean, it's great. I love the meeting the different people in Ottawa, people from home, but I think if I have to have any kind of complaint, it would be that I'm in Ottawa a lot. You know, I am missing Fredericton, so I'm so happy to be here this week in particular. But I'm only home because I'm too sick to fly. So that's why I'm here.
You're too sick to fly, and then she's interviewing me. Excuse me for 1 second. Okay, the wind is that way. That's why we're on this side.
I shouldn't be contagious anymore, but
I think this is a setup. Okay, I was thinking of wearing a mask before I came here. Okay, focus, Charles. Okay, so now has there been a problem with the 2 kids? I don't know why. I don't know why it was a big deal. How come they made it all a big deal?
Well, I just think people aren't used to seeing a young woman with young children, but they've been coming with me. They love Ottawa as well. My son, he brings packages of work with him, and he has to be away from school. He comes back and he did a presentation on Ottawa to his grade 2 class, so we're making it work.
And I think the big deal was if it was a male, would you ask, what would you tell your 2 kids? And I think people are touchy these days.
Yeah.
Very touchy. You gotta watch. You gotta be, what's that word? Oh yeah, politically Correct.
Well, and my children they're part of me. So I really, some people were trying to be a little bit like, oh, I feel bad for you. How's it going to work? And when it were a more negative tone, it was kind of like, okay, let me worry about those details. But ultimately, I will talk about my family any chance I get because they're me.
And they're cute. I see one there, very polite, very polite. How were you introduced to the bureaucrats? How much training did you go when you arrived in Ottawa? Like in the legislature in the back, they go on training for about a week.
Yeah.
And they show my picture. They say, see that guy? He's an idiot. Just ignore him. But my picture's not in Ottawa. I don't think so. Not yet. How was it? Training?
So it started off with 2 days of just general training, how to run your office and how to be a boss because you have to hire people and things like that. But really not a whole lot of extra training or orientation. It's pretty much trial by fire, and you got to learn as you go, and it's a steep learning curve, but thankfully I'm a fast learner.
At first, all right, you're interested. Oh my God, this is great. Yeah. After a while, do you go, get me the hell out of here? Or?
No, it's, I can have 12, 14-hour days and they just fly by. It is so interesting. There's so much happening. And I mean, the starstruckness has gone down. The first couple days in Parliament, I was just like, oh my goodness, all these people. There's Trudeau, there's Scheer, there's Mr. Singh. But now I feel they're just people, just like me. We're all there to do a job. And so now it's about, okay, who can help me with this? Who aligns with, the vision on this motion? Or, how can we make friends and build relationships to move these things forward? So that's really what I've been doing, and it's been working out well.
I think we're proving it don't matter who you put in there. Michelle, I said it before on camera, Michelle Conroy, just like you, lovely, People Alliance, Green Party. I think people are realizing, and full of energy, the revolving door, red, blue, red, blue, red, blue. I think people are starting to say enough is enough. Yeah. Do you hear that on the street?
I do. I mean, especially during the election.
Yeah, you did because they voted for you.
Yeah. Well, and just seeing what I've been able to accomplish in a short period of time, I think that has changed people's mind even more. Because for a little bit, it was people were saying you're green in a blue province and in a red Canada. How are you going to get anything done? And we've shown them that that's not how things work. If you work hard enough and you're willing to do the extra follow-ups and make friendships with those ministers and the other members, it's fine. You're going to be a hard-working politician. That's the point.
Have you talked to Matt DeCourcy since? He lost.
I have. Since he lost. We did speak once, but we've set up a coffee meeting in Parliament. So I'm looking forward to that. He actually works for Billmore now, so he's right across the hall from me in my Confederation building. We haven't bumped into each other yet, but we will, I'm sure.
Why did he lose?
Well, I mean, I think potentially it has something to do with being the parliamentary secretary his first time around. Difficult to stay really in touch with what's happening on the ground. I'm very much a community embedded person, and so that really helped. And I don't know, I think that Fredericton was ready. That's really what it comes down to.
Did Officer Square play a role in that?
No, I don't
Officer
think so.
Square, yeah.
I think more the flooding than anything else.
Flooding?
Yep.
He wasn't enough on the ground?
I think so, yeah.
Here we go. This is where I have to blow it. Have you met our idiot mayor? Don't answer that. Okay, we'll go to him. Don't answer that. I'll ask you off the camera. Do you go at the farmers market?
I do, but I haven't been for a couple months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you don't plan to do like Andy Scott and like for an example, I'm not putting you on the hook. I asked Brad Woodside's wife.
Yeah.
How come you're always here alone? How come you don't bring your husband? Are you crazy? I come here and do my stuff in half an hour.
Yeah.
And him, if I bring him, it takes about 4 hours. Everybody wants to talk to him.
Yeah, it's like that at my grocery shopping too. So, yeah.
So do you have how long do you stay here if you?
Well, I'd like to take a spot right where people are used to seeing Andy and where they were used to seeing DeCourcy, because they're used to being able to access their MP on a Saturday morning or just to say hello. And so I do plan on doing that, and I continue that tradition because I think it's Fredericton as well. The farmers market is just a big piece of who we are, so I think it's important to
Does
be
the two kids would like to go to the farmers market?
Yeah, if I can get them out of bed.
How is it with the two kids and people meet and you want to talk about business, and if I was that age, Mom, I want to get out of here.
Well, we did the end of the longest, coldest night of the year walk,
Yes.
and my son was with me, and a few people were, bringing up things or talking about things, and David Kuhn actually came over after someone had just left, and my son said, "Here we go, another story." So he's a little bit saucy when it comes to that, sharing mom, but he's a trooper.
Okay, so you move in. Now, where's your office? Yeah, we have been first it was that you were supposed to move in where Matt DeCourcy was. And the Liberals did something dirty and whatever. I don't know the whole story. And what's the latest?
We are still at the Ville, which we love.
Where?
At the Ville.
Where's that?
And over in Marysville.
Oh, the cotton mill.
The old school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a beautiful space. You'll have to come out. Yeah. It's on the bus route, which we really appreciate. We love the building. We love the vibe, but it can't be our permanent home. So we're very much hoping to be in our permanent space in April, and so people will be able to find us. It'll likely be on Main Street on the north side.
I forgot one thing. Want to wear my gloves? Go ahead.
No, I'll put them in my pocket.
Yeah, right. Okay. So you're gonna have a place downtown?
We will not right now.
Not right now, but in the future?
If we had the budget for 2 offices, we'd love to have a satellite space. We know that downtown is a critical access point.
Yeah.
But we're also aware that we serve a broader population, and so the north side is very comfortable for a lot of people who aren't used to, coming downtown for things. Parking is also really important for us. We want to make sure that we're very accessible and you don't have to pay for parking. So that's something we've been considering.
What do you see downtown in the future? That's a municipal question, but do you see a lot of new buildings being popped out?
We're seeing that, yes. I'm hoping there's going to be some affordable housing downtown as well. I'm hoping there's going to be a lot more of the kind of the urban, forest planning. I really like to see our green spaces being conserved. Our heritage buildings are so important to me too.
Yeah.
So there's lots of change, but hopefully not too much.
Can I talk about that idiot mayor? No. Okay. Focus. No, don't answer that. Now, turn around. I got to give you credit. When politicians speak, more boring than me. We have Jenica Atwin on the line. Talk about the blockade.
Sure.
No, and then I said, here we go. And I'll listen to it for a couple of minutes. Just for the record, you have absolutely 0% native blood in you.
Nope. Yeah.
You have no native blood whatsoever. You look native, but you don't have no native blood.
I'm Irish and Scottish.
Oh boy. Me mother's from Scotland. That's my problem. I'm half Scottish. How do we get rid of this gene anyway? Stubborn. Fight.
My kids have it too, so it's not going anywhere.
And we don't forget.
No.
No, we don't. And we don't forgive either.
Oh.
And I'm supposed to focus, Charles. You spoke so well.
Well, thank you very much.
No, you spoke so well. It was amazing what you said. It came from the heart. And I remember when we did this interview here, me and you were so passionate. Just, it's in the blood. Where did you get that from? Not Ron, that's for damn sure.
Well, my parents, it is in the blood, I think, but I'm a very just passionate person by nature, I think. But as far as the blockades and with Wet'suwet'en and being able to express myself on CBC Morning, that was really important to me because I sat in the House for hours in the emergency debate. I'm given limited speaking time, so it was building up, and this is something that I have a lot of knowledge on, and I felt I could contribute. So when Terry gave me the call to say would I come on, I was more than happy to do that and to speak directly to our citizens.
Oh, you spoke so well. And did you have everything marked? Just that's what we do usually. We're on the phone that highlights what we're going to say.
No, that was just from my heart and my head.
No, it was well done. I think you're going to be an MP for Fredericton for a long, long time, as long as you want it. Your husband, what did he used to be, mayor?
No, he's the band counselor at Arbuckle First Nation.
Arbuckle First Nation.
Yep.
Arbuckle First Nation, Red Bank First Nation, Elsipogtog, all around, and never mind the native thing. White people, everything. How are we gonna find a solution about Crystal Light?
Well, we actually just toured a facility that's they have some plans to deal with what's happening in our communities.
Oh, that's why you were there.
Yes,
okay.
There's lots of things happening.
I gotta start following you behind very closely. Okay.
Yep.
So, Oh, that's
There are
the
some
place.
steps that have been taken, and I'm also a big believer in the education piece. So our team's been working on ways that I can connect with youth in schools. That's also my background, teaching, talk with the kids, to explain to them about trauma, first of all, because that's a huge component to what we're seeing with addiction. But talk about, what this is that you're putting into your body, what are the risks. People don't know at a young age.
Hey, it's so cool, man. Hey, when we grew up, hey, man, you want to try some magic mushroom? I try some acid. I try cocaine. I love cocaine so much. I never touch it again. Let's not forget, I had ADHD. Nobody knew about ADHD. It was a body stone. I was right calm. Which, I haven't shut up since we did this. I should take. You got some any cocaine around here that I can really be calm? Never mind. Focus, Charles. But shouldn't they go to the kids in school? Okay, you want to do acid? You want to do cocaine? Or you want to magic mushroom? But please, do not touch crystal meth.
Yeah.
But how do you do that?
Well, I mean, you have to explain what it is, like this is literally poison that you're putting into your body, what it does to your brain, what are the physiological symptoms, what it could do to your future. These are things that if you don't have that conversation with someone and they find themselves either peer pressured or not in the know or experiencing trauma, it could seem like an option, but it should never be.
So what's going to happen?
Nobody do crystal
Are they
meth.
exactly. Are they going to start going to committee of the whole and discuss this for 2 years while...
We can't wait. We can't wait. You have to deploy in your communities at that community level, local government, municipalities, our schools. This is what we have to do. And now. We had to do it yesterday, but...
You got 15 seconds. What do you think of Donald Trump? I hate talking about American politics.
I can't believe we're here. I can't believe we're talking about re-election. I can't believe we went through the impeachment hearings and he's still around, and it's a shock.
What's wrong with the American politics anyway?
Well, partially it's how long the election period is. I think it's too much of a feeding frenzy, so much money and energy when there's so much to fix in our communities. It's just a waste of time.
So how much money did people go and say, hello, how you doing, Jenica?
Nobody.
No? Nobody? You can't be bought? Nobody?
Absolutely not.
But the donations legalized wise.
Yeah, we were up to I think 70,000-ish for our campaign. Yeah.
So everything's going good. So we had a good winter.
Not too bad.
Yeah, I got admired. See, I always said it's important that you are surrounded by your surroundings very, very good. Yeah. Your assistant watching us, he never interfered once. He's
great.
He's great. Just let me go and no problem. Your surrounding, very important. If you're surrounded by snobs, look out. Usually they go, okay, come on, hurry up, let's go. You're such a busy person.
I am, yes, but it's we have to make time for our community members, and you're a big part of this community. So
a lot of people would disagree with that. We wish you would leave this community, get the hell out, and don't come back. Au revoir, and that will be it. So, did I miss anything?
I'm not sure. We covered a lot of topics in that short period of time.
Yeah, your husband. Yeah. Who was mayor? Was it your father?
My father. Yeah.
Your father was mayor.
He still is.
He still is?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
I never met him.
They're entering in their municipal elections now.
Is he gonna re-offer?
Oh yes, yeah. He's a fantastic mayor.
How's it going in Armalto First Nation?
Really good. Excellent. Yes.
How is she doing? There's another female. What's her name again?
Chief Shelley Sabatis.
She's going to re-offer?
Oh yes, yeah. And that will be, so that's next summer, this election period. They have done an incredible job to completely, energize the community. It's all about culture and language, and the children are just thriving. So it's all good in Armalto First Nation as well.
You're so smart. Could you educate me on, I saw you talk about it last summer, and we'll talk about it right now. Just better finish this, because a lot of things are going through my mind. I was confused having the abortion clinic and the gays fighting for abortion. I was confused. I was like an Archie Bunker style. You know Archie Bunker?
Yes.
You're too young for that.
I know Archie Bunker.
Yeah, so that is me, the Archie Bunker. I was all confused. Why are gays fighting for gay rights? Gays fighting for abortion rights.
Well, so the clinic is actually, it provides services far above and beyond abortion services, and it's actually a great place to go for the LGBTQ plus community, because just of the wraparound care that they provide, just the specialization that Dr. Edgar and his team have. So trans care is very complex. Just in general, I think that it should be a center of excellence for our trans community or for the LGBT.
But don't the gay people have any problem having a doctor shelter their own, like me and you? Has there been any?
Yes, yeah. There's lots of discrimination
Is
in
there?
our system. There
You're
is.
gay? Well, I'm not going to take you.
Well, I mean, there's
I mean, you're
nuances.
not.
There's nuances. But,
Or to put you on the list, or say, don't call us, we'll call
well,
you.
there's certainly some
Really?
stories. Oh yes, yeah. So I believe the clinic provides a really welcoming, safe atmosphere, and that's why it's important for many members of the community, not just those who are seeking abortion services.
Have you met Mr. Hayes yet?
I have. Yeah, I just talked to them this morning actually.
What do you think of him? He's pretty. He's sneaky. He sees me, he crossed the road. He's very sneaky. Very sneaky. I can't really get a hold of him. It's
You know what? I think he's a very intelligent man. He's really great to talk to. I felt very respected.
Yep.
We had a really great conversation. So we actually met officially a few months back, but I was just in Chancery Building for the Flood Watch announcements that they were making.
Oh my God! Did you go there?
Yeah.
I just made. Were you there?
I was sitting on the floor in the corner. They didn't expect me to be there, so.
I did a rant outside. All media was on. Did they talk to you?
Nope.
What were you doing there?
I just happened to be in town and I heard about it, so I came up to get some information.
What? You just go there and news conference. Hi, I'm Jenica Atwin, the MP, and you just go in?
Yeah, well, Jeff Carr met us out and he'd signed me in.
Oh, okay. I thought you were.
We were at a Redemption Center event this morning, so
New
new glass program, pilot program in Ormocto, so lots of.
You think you would have got in this time last year?
Me?
Yeah.
Provincially?
Yeah.
I ran provincially last.
No. Do you think you would have got at that news conference?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't think so. Now, I was pissed off outside, and I said that I made a video, and I'm sure the news conference they will say, okay, there could be a possibility of flooding. There's not as much snow as last year. People should be organized, have water, generator, food. People should. We know that. Did they mention clear cutting?
They did not.
Of course not.
No.
Did they mention that the new Trans-Canada Highway is like a dike that stops the water from going across that flooded Grand Lake? Did they talk about that?
They did not.
Did they talk about the MacTech light? What am I doing here? I'm preaching.
They did talk about the dam. That was part of the
okay.
questions,
Go
yeah.
ahead.
They just talked about, like the spillways, and there's certain levels that they have to reach, and there's certain operational curves that they have to stay on. So basically minimizing any role that the Mactaquac Dam might play.
So how come they don't talk media? How come media don't focus on the clear cutting?
Well, I don't know, and we've brought that question up with actually Mr. Irving about the clear cutting and
Mr. Irving,
associated
which
with,
one?
With Jim.
Jim.
JDI.
Who's Jim there? Now Jim is JK, James is JD, and
JD.
Jamie is the young one.
James is Jim. JD, that's who we
JD.
we met.
I know them personally. Have you met Alex? That's JD's son.
No, I have not.
He come introduce himself to me at the province. Were you there? The province?
I was in Ottawa now. Yeah.
You were not. I went there.
I was watching it though, and I have all the transcripts. So.
So no, he came introduced. His name is Alex. I know him. He come and see me 12 years ago, and very tall fella, approachable. It's JK. That's the one that I always got along with. Charles, shut up. Let her talk. So how was your meeting with JD, Mr. Irving?
It was good. It was long. It was over 2 hours.
When was this?
This was way back. It was before Christmas. We just. Because I'm outspoken and I have spoken about them in the media. I don't hold things back on certain things like that, and so we just talked about where my priorities are and what their priorities are and how we could potentially find some middle ground rather than kind of going against each other. But I felt it was respectful and we understand each other, and that's
what did he understand?
He understands.
I'm no wrong problem. I'm worse.
Well, I talked about traditional governance with Indigenous
Did he know
communities.
who your stepfather was?
He did not, no.
Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah, I talked about what consultation actually means. I talked about
Consultation.
the relationship moving
This is
forward.
consultation. This is consultation. This. And if your party goes in power, we'll still do some consultation.
Yes, yeah.
Charlie, shut up. Let her talk. Go ahead. And just consultation with Mr. Irving.
Yeah, we talked about glyphosate spraying. We talked about clear cutting.
Oh yeah. And what did he say?
Well, I mean, they're certainly pro glyphosate because of its further operations. They're concerned that forestry in New Brunswick would collapse if we took away the spraying, which I'd have to disagree because they see examples like Quebec where it's not something that they do regularly.
Can you excuse my language?
Sure.
Bullshit. Okay, go ahead. It sprays, like you said, in Quebec. They don't do it.
Yeah.
So why they have to do it here?
So, and we talked about the silviculture, we talked about people, we talked about the cost-benefit analysis and the health-related issues, or the lack thereof, for acknowledgement on Irving's behalf. They talked about agriculture being the far larger application, but that's actually not so true here in New Brunswick. So, back and forth on an exchange of ideas. And again, we agreed to disagree on many. It was at the Ville. They came to my office in Marysville.
Okay. By the way, you're going to run for leader?
No, I'm not.
No?
Certainly not this time around. Yeah.
You are the star candidate. You're the star person in Ottawa.
Well, I just feel that I'm really loving the pace that I have now. I love being connected with home. There's no way I could be traveling Canada and supporting other candidates. I have to be Fredericton focused.
You want some political advice?
Sure.
Don't run. Don't run for the leadership. No. Focus on with the snobs. Don't answer that. Focus on the beautiful, educated citizen. Snobs, don't answer that. Just make sure you focus on Fredericton.
Absolutely.
And you know what? I don't do this too often. I never do with a politician. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
And we will do this again if you want to.
Absolutely.
No problem. So, as I said, it don't matter who you put in there now. There's going to be an election. See, so far, so close. Yeah, so far. Just like, I love doing that. Just like Colombo. Oh, one more thing. And they go, oh, no, I thought it was over. You think there'll be an election? Provincial?
I think it's possible, but I hope not. I think our citizens are tired. I think there's a municipal election coming up as well. I don't think it's the best thing for the province right now.
Now, if the Green Party supports the budget, there's no election. So, we're going to have a talk with David Coates. What? Kevin Vickers?
Yep.
You're honest. I got to be polite. Yeah, I was doing so good. How? What is he?
What do you mean?
I'm trying to be polite. What's that word? Does he? Be polite. Very polite. Is he a politician?
I'm not sure. I've only met him once. He was a keynote at the Wounded Warriors Gala this year. That's the only time I heard.
He was? Where's that?
It was the Wounded Warriors. So it's like it's an organization that works with like veterans who were injured, and so he was the keynote speaker there this year.
Oh, excuse me, I gotta butt in again. Boy, this is terrible. And how many stories did he say about his time in Ireland, and his time in El Paso, and his time at the North Pole, and his time over Burnt Church? How many stories did he say?
There was one or two stories in there for the keynote.
One or two. You're being kind. How many stories?
I don't know the count. Yeah.
Now, what I'm saying is, people want to hear what is your plan or your agenda for the province.
Yeah.
Never mind old grandpa. That's where Michelle Conroy comes in. Beautiful inside, beautiful outside, full of energy. Just like you, full of energy everywhere. Who wants to listen? Well, let me tell you a story of what I did in El Paso. Who wants to listen to that? See, focus, Charles. Okay, no, don't answer that. But anyway, thank you very much. It don't matter. Stop voting red. Stop voting blue. Vote People Alliance. Vote Green Party. Oh, what about the NDP?
NDP, we're getting along great in Ottawa. So
no, provincially. Have you seen David? I gave him a good boot the last time that he tried to get those NDP members. I told him.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Oh yes. And then see, Scottish.
I was at that press conference too.
You were?
I was.
Oh my God. And I told David, come and talk to. I'm like a political advisor. The NDP, if they were in your shoes, they won't even acknowledge you. And I said then, but David is such a good heart, you know. Yeah. See, okay. Enough. Thank you very much.